So we're going to do health. So right now, let's do a quick update on the game. So I haven't even started the game yet. We're working towards things. Things are looking pretty good, basically. So we've got the like the enemies. We've got the character controller. It's moving around pretty good, and I want to start working on the boss fights. But there's one thing we haven't done yet, and that is making giving our player a way to like heal themselves. And so there's a couple of different ways that you can do healing in a Metroidvania, right? So you've got the classic one, like in original Metroid, when you kill an enemy, it drops health and you can pick it up, and then you always heal yourself when you get to like a save location as well. And then you've also got like the more modern way, or at least the Hollow Knight style one, where you get like a resource back when you make attacks and then you can heal. I really like that idea, but I'm doing a ranged attack, so like it might be a little bit too easy to like just shoot people and get the ability to heal back from that. So like maybe there's some balancing there. Like maybe you could still have that, but you can still you just either need to do more of it, or like you heal less. Lifesteal, yeah, it's kind of like a lifesteal, yeah. So basically, if you don't know, like in Hollow Knight, when you hit stuff, you get like your soul. I think it's called soul. It's like a resource, and then you can use that to heal yourself. And so like, it's pretty good. And I guess you could also do like the OG, like there's a heart. Like you could do like health packs, I guess. I mean, to be fair, like what Hollow Knight and Silksong is kind of like health packs. You just get them by attacking people. You know what I mean? Like it's still like if you carried health packs. Random person on this earth, welcome to the chat. Welcome Xylan X as well. I said hello, but I didn't acknowledge your name. And we've got the that's actually awesome. How do you stack them up like that? You're petting the fox cat. I don't have a name for like the channel mascot. I just call it the fox. You're petting the fox cat. That's cool. Okay, so first I need health, because I want to test them all out, because I don't know like what is going to work best. So I needed to create a health pickup, which I need a circle, and I also need to it's just an outline, so we go to circle. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing that, but I'm going to do it like this. Actually, can I go one more? Yes, I can. And then I guess the traditional, do we make it red? The problem is in the game, red is like a color that does damage. So maybe we make it pink, purple, emotes, and then it's all capitals, pet, better TV. Yeah, but like they stacked. How do they stack like that? I would expect them to show them side by side. It's really cool, by the way. Do something like this and then have an animation where it like pulsates basically. So like this frame here. I don't know, they magically stack. Okay, let's just go and block all of that out. And okay, so got this one. I need onion skinning. Can I even see with the onion skinning? It's not going to show me anyway. That, right? Yep. One smaller. Yeah. It's basically just number 2, so just go. Okay, so we've got an issue. That one looks like this, but these ones don't. Is it just that? It's just 2 pixels. Okay, that's fine. I must have made a mistake there. I saw that. I saw that. Okay, cool. And now that's just like doing its thing. And then I want to do like a color on the outside. Will there be multiplayer? No, this will be a single player game. I don't think it could be. It's meant to be like a Metroidvania. So like, is there multiplayer Metroidvanias? I know that people do like multiplayer Hollow Knight mods. I wonder how they do that. I guess like it's just built into Unity. I don't know why I decided to leave the outline till last. Kind of a hassle. Should it just be the same color? I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this because like realistic. Actually,
what do you call a pile of cats? A meowton.
A meowton? A mountain. A mountain. I'll deliver it better than the TTS. How do you call? What do you call? How do you call? What do you call a pile of cats? A meowtain. Will there be support for faster scrolling Japanese text? If I make it that far, sure. You know what I mean? Like if I release and there's a demand, like if I do like a Japanese language, then I guess, I mean, wouldn't it automatically be faster? Isn't that what people do? In Hollow Knight, they change it to simplified Chinese so that they can get like less text on the screen. I don't really intend to include that much dialogue at all. This is not going to be like a particularly heavy story-driven game. I'll give you a couple of bits to tell you what's happening. I haven't even written a story for it yet. Okay, there we go. Health. Pick it up. Save as. Assets. Pickups. Health 1. Okay, so this one's really easy because it's just like the players. I mean, the export as sprite sheet, and then output file, absolute path, no, choose file, and it goes to project. Oh yeah, project metro assets. Started a tiny bit of an idea, just crunching with a friend. They're making a VGM, a video game music for a game that doesn't exist nor has been played yet. Hey, that's cool though. I really like video game music, so that's awesome, dude. Entirely just based off the ideas and vibes. Yeah, cool. I really want to start making more music, but I haven't really got the time. I've been getting a lot of ads on Instagram for like all these different synths and stuff, all these plugins, and they cost so much money. I'm like, that sounds sick, but there's probably a free version out there. Get a free VST. Where the hell am I going? Well, I was like right here, pickups. Right here, save, export. Okay. I got some stuff opened. Okay, so 2D scene, I guess. Okay, I guess it could just be an area. Change type. Area 2D. Health pickup. And then you go collision shape and just make it a circle, add a sprite. And then the sprite is just going to be the pickup. Health. Right. Go to 2D. It's teeny tiny. Animation is I suppose actually, you know what? Change type. It's just going to be better as an animated sprite 2D. I don't need that much sprite frames. I don't need that much detail. You know, it doesn't need to be. I forget how to set this up though. Yes. Oh, because there's meant to be multiple. Okay, I know. Give me a second. Hang on. I know how to do this. First of all, that just needs to be one. Here. Add sprites from sprite sheet. There. This button. Assets. Pickups. Health. And then horizontal, vertical 0. Easy. Add 4 frames. Sweet as. And then what's the button? That way. There we go. Okay. Health pickup. So we save it in scenes. I guess I'll make a new thing for pickups, a new folder. Pickups. The pet on my face. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess we can see it up over there in the corner working. Good enough. Okay, so now we just need to write a script for this. This is super easy. Collision. Collision. Okay, so I guess we need to think about the player as well. So how does the player pick this up? The player has a hurt box and a hit box, but it doesn't have like a pickup box. Technically, you could just not have anything on the player and just have it call a function in the player script. Right? That'd be easy enough. Let's just do that. Because this is just meant to be like kind of temporary. I don't even know if I want to have it this way. You know what I mean? Scripts. I want to do both and just see what feels better. Player state machine. This is under the player. Pickups. Health. Oh, let's just leave it in this. That's fine. Create. Okie dokie. Okay, so we've got this. It's going to detect the player, which exists on the player layer. So I think that's layer 2, right? So just have it that. And then connect up the area entered. Area entered. No, this is going to be body entered. And then connect that. And then we can just call on the body. Okay, so we do need to have an export variable, right? So got an export variable, and it's going to be health, and it's a float. And we'll have it be equal to like, I don't know, 10 by default. We'll set it when it drops. And on the body, we can just go body dot like add health or something like that. This is not like a particularly good way to do this, by the way. Like, you should probably would have like, it would be better to have like a detector on the player as well, but I'm being lazy. So we can say if body is a character body 2D, actually player character, then body.add health. And now we need to go to the player and add that function. Not that many functions here. Function add health, and it's going to have a health amount, and it'll be a float, and it should be no default value, and that's going to return void. And realistically, do we have access to the health here? We can call down, this is no big deal. Health container. We can just pass it on to the health container. Ooh, also, we're going to need to do work on the health container for this to work, because the entire thing is, well, the health container, basically both the enemies and the player use this, but I need to, the enemies don't get to heal. You know what I mean? That's not something they get to do. You know, they're not that privileged. So I need to create a separate health container. Probably I just like derive this one, or, you know, create a new one from this class, extend the health container for the player health container, and we can add the functions for that there. And that will be better structure. And then that way, even for the one that you like press a button and you heal, it'll work properly. Okay. Let's do it. Also, I have no Christmas decorations, eh? I'm still not like in the center. It's kind of annoying me. So I sit here and look at the screen. So I should go this way. That works. Also, this is at 70%, so you guys can probably hardly read it. Okay, so we got the health and we got the health container. And now we have to, oh, right. I was just saying, Girthy Lemon. Okay, that is a choice of a name. Welcome to the chat. How's it going? That is a name you could choose to have. I'm just messing around with the Twitch. Yeah, it's all good. I actually think it's pretty funny. Okay. Bot, you reckon? Girthy Lemon, are you a bot? You don't get many bots on YouTube. YouTube's actually really good for that. Like Twitch, basically, like in my experience, like the bots that I hit are always on Twitch. But you meant something else. I don't know. TTS is not working properly for you. Okay, so we need to, we have to do some refactoring. Boring. Okay. Health container. We need a new health container. Ugh, this is actually going to be so annoying. This is going to be game breaking. Okay. Lemon name is an inside joke with a friend. I am indeed a human. Okay, we've got all these signals for damage taken. I'm going to need to take a screenshot of this because I'm going to need to reconnect these up. Otherwise, the game literally won't work without these. Okay, so, or I suppose I could create a new node. We could do this. Not as a child. But you're a lemon.
But you're a lemon.
Oh, I read it out. Sorry. I reacted too quickly. We'll just call this health container new. And we'll add a script. And we'll save it under it okay. Yo, lemons are pretty tasty. I'll be honest with you. Depends on what you mix them with, I guess. You guys ever have limoncello? It's like an alcoholic drink from Italy. It's actually like goated. It's so good. Where are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we saving this? Okay, scripts. Player. Where is the health container? Oh, it's there. So I guess here we can go health container, player health container. We'll go player health container. Okay, cool. Inherits health container. Okay, great. All right, so this does everything the health container does, but we can add new scripts for healing. How dare make the website force me to... Oh man, that's so annoying. Have you guys been hit? Any Australians been hit with the verify your age? I guess whatever tools they're using for that have identified me as an old fart, and I have not been asked to verify my age because I do enjoy cooking. But animation is your main thing, trying to learn some finite state machine stuff. Nice, dude. Yeah, finite state machines are like the best thing that you can do. I was talking to someone on Instagram. They were messaging me about it, and they were asking me like, oh, how can I do like multiple different states in my animations? Like I want to crouch in a run or whatever, and like you still have the directionals doing the same thing. It's like you have to use a state machine. State machines are without a doubt the best thing that you can use when it comes to controlling your animations. It just makes things so much easier. I have like my first game that I made. It's like a little Christmas game, and I wasn't using a state machine. I was just using an enumerator, and there's so many bugs in that game. Like if you press things or you do stuff that's weird and like it doesn't work properly. Basically, if you mash the inputs, you can confuse it. because it's all happening in the same script. And I was a very noob coder back then. But yeah. Health container. Extends health container. Class name. Player health container. Okay. We have to connect the signals up before I forget. I'm going to go crazy. Mouse. Edit. On health container damage taken. Okay, cancel that. So that connects what to the player script. So we can grab this. That. Connect. And it'll connect to the same one. Ah, okay, so it's the camera signal feedback. Player controller that works via state machine logic. First attempt, try everyone. It was a mess. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I'm sure there's a way. Like, I see people do it, and I figure they must be good enough to be able to keep that all separate, but I'm not. Like, if I keep it like on separate scripts, it's very easy to know that it's definitely not going to get confused. And there's also like always the temptation to recycle functions, which doesn't work pretty much ever. Okay, focusing sprites on health container damage taken. Edit. It's connected to sprites. Connect. Okay.
Sweet Caroline bonk 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 having a great time.
Was it Sweet Caroline? There was a song that played on this YouTube. So I use music from Game Chomps, and they were playing a track. It wasn't Sweet Caroline. It was another really well-known like song from that era. And I got hit with a copyright claim for it. It was like a cover. And I remember hearing it going like, yo, this is like a cover of like a really famous song. But like, yeah, I got clapped. As I always do. Pretty much every stream, guaranteed. Edit. I don't monetize the streams anyway. There's like literally no point. It was like, you're gonna make like 10 cents, number one. And then number two, like, it's going to get copyright striked anyway. Play a state machine. Connect. Play a state machine. Oh. Connect. Because we changed the state to current state of finished emit dot damage. Interesting. Okay, have we connected everything up? I think there's still a couple more. Health container changed. All right, so we're emitting to the health container, which isn't even visible at the moment. Okay, we're going to the player for that one. Connect, okay. How many more do I have to go? This is killing me. Health is 0. Okay, we go to the state machine for that. Did I stuff that up? I don't know. Connect. Play a state machine. Health 0. Okay, so in theory, I should be able to remove this and everything should work. Wish me luck. Let's just check and see other things. Okay, so we need to know what the hurt box is, so we can add the hurt box, and can be invulnerable, and the invulnerable time is 1.5 seconds, not 2. Okay, so we'll add those. I wonder... Oh, let's just delete it. Okay, you will just YOLO delete. Transmitting luck. Thank you. Does anything else need to know what the health container is? This does, right? It's got a reference, but it still works. Add health isn't going to matter. Run it. Can you guys see? Oh, the player's like not visible. That's weird. Okay. That is not correct. Ah, I made him invisible. Okay, world. Also, there's like spoilers for the enemy. Well, it's not really spoilers. Let's be honest, the game's not that far along. Okay. Everything's still working. I can still kill stuff. Can I take damage? Well, actually, you know what? I disabled the health bar, so I don't know if the health is actually taking damage. Let's see if I can die. Yes. Okay. I think everything's working. Do you guys like this? I drew a door. Does it look like a door? I don't know. I'm not that good of an artist. Might need help with that if this actually is fun to play. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Let me just update the visuals. Window, not full screen. Go windowed. Okay. Also, that is a lockers. Kind of looks like a little, like a box. Yeah, like a box. Yeah, that's true. It's not the best. Also, another update. This was something that I decided to do. I sort of looked at the resolution and I wanted to come up with a resolution that worked for a 1080p screen, I guess. I'm going to have to see how this would work in scaling for other screen sizes, but for 1080p, 512 by 288. That's my estimation because the tile size is 16 by 16. And so 16 by 16 works in this resolution. So we won't get like a cutoff that is not a 16th of a tile. Which doesn't matter that much, but I did want it to fit properly, be framed properly on the screen. So I did do that. We'll see if that pays off. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so now we've done that, we can actually pick up health because we can create a function to pick up the health. So we should create the function to pick up the health. And also, now that we're doing this, we can also take this can be invulnerable stuff. We could just put that in the player container because enemies can't be invulnerable. Excuse me. All right, so we can pretty easily. Also, I turned off the canvas layer because my health bar is ugly as hell. But I'll turn it back on so we can actually see this in action. So we can add health. And it's going to just take health. Is that a variable that already exists? I don't know. Let's just put an underscore in front of it just in case. And it's going to return nothing. And essentially, we are going to go health change. I actually don't know. What is the variable? It's been so long since I've looked at this. We've got max health. Is that like the current health? Is okay, so current health. That's the thing that like gets reduced. When you take damage, you reduce current health. And I'm guessing max health is... Okay, so we can use a clamp for that. Okay, so that seems pretty easy. So we can just go current health equals is it minimum? What's it going to be? It's going to be the lower of the two, right? So it's going to be whatever, it's going to be either max health or current health plus health. Current health plus underscore health. And that'll either take you up to full health or whatever current health plus health is. Do I have permission to put a bot in here? Dad joke, cat image, dog image, bot when I get it working? Yeah, just let me know like when you're going to add it so that I don't react and just like insta ban it. I'll be down for whatever. It's cool. Twitch bots. Oh, banger track. Wait. This is my ringtone. Well, Tears of the Kingdom finale is my ringtone. Not this remake, but it's so good. Well, this violin leads, it's just so good. Tears of the Kingdom is such a good game. I don't know why people didn't like it that much. I mean, I guess it was still really successful, but people didn't like it as much as Breath of the Wild, which I think is insane. Crazy. Okay. So, oh, well, that's easy. We can just add the health. And then health container.add health. And also this is not, this is actually a player health container. And should I rename this? I guess I should. Okay. 2 more days until what? What's happening in 2 days? Christmas? School holidays? 2 more days and I'll be free? Work? That's actually, you know what? I am taking next week off, so. Me too. Player health container. Now, what's it called? It's just called add health. And I'll take health. It's a health. Okay. Happy days. Okay, health pickup. It should all work. Let's add one to the world. C code, me happy, me leave now. Okay. See you later, dude. Let's add just some random health. Like, I intend for enemies to drop this, but, oh, that's the health container. That is not really... Oh, you got a new dog. Grats, dude. That's awesome. What kind did you get? My dog is here today too, but the camera's being weird, so I don't think you can see her. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's like more forward, but like angled downwards. But now I'm too high. Oh, she's... Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. She's very sleepy. Oop. White seeking attention missile. Aren't they all seeking attention? I wouldn't call Angel a missile. I'd call her a tank because she is stocky as hell. Sorry, I'm like readjusting the camera. I don't know what happened to it. But yes. Nice, dude. I'm happy for you. Okay. So monitoring monitorable, it does head 10 health. Okay, so let's take some damage and then see if we can pick up the health. Ooh, very small now. But I guess we can all see. Oh shit. There we go, took some damage. This guy takes a lot of health. This one only wants attention though, nice. Okay, so... Oh, well, you know what? Like, I have health now, but like, there's no way for the update because I never set the update. So if I take damage, oh well, it won't change. Ouch. Okay, yeah, so we forgot to update the actual UI. Okay. I don't have anything to say. Let the dog sleep. Health pickup. Okay, so player and health container. So once we receive the health, we actually need to tell the health container to do health. And I suppose technically we can health container health changed. We can emit that signal, which is also within this check health. Damage taken, if health 0 emit, damage taken. Okay, so there's some problems here that I'm seeing as well. Because like it's damage taken dot emit invulnerability time dir. Like, is that what is emitting the health update? Health changed. Okay, so health changed is what's doing it. When does health change get emitted? I suppose I can just emit the signal. Health? No, current health. But I want to see what I'm actually doing with that at the moment. Health changed. Health changed to emit. Okay, so that's fine, yeah, because then it's like if current health. This is on damage taken. This is a problem. I don't like this function because it's called check health, but also if it's assuming that I've taken damage because obviously I couldn't heal before that. So that's a problem. So damage taken dot emit really should only, here's a problem, it should only be emitting. I only want it to emit when you take damage, not when your health runs out. But I guess like we could forego that and put that just in the take damage function. Like that really should be here in the take damage function. That way, that makes way more sense. And then check health. Well, it has a direction, but it doesn't need that anymore because that was entirely for the damage taken. And we don't need to pass that on. So now I can just call check health, which makes way more sense. Not that, I guess it's okay to just emit the signal, but I feel like the pattern should be if you're doing anything, you should just be following a pattern. I don't know. I could just emit the signal. Either way. Let's take damage again. How do I kill you? I changed the keybinds for this game and now I don't know how to use them. Oh crap. I might die. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, let's see if we can pick up some health. Okay, yeah, so it adds health back. It doesn't disappear, but we can get to full health. I'm assuming we can't go past max health. Doesn't look like it. Sweet. Okay, that works. Okay. Easy done. These should really disappear.
Incoming.
Incoming. Okay. Okay. Health pickup. Body.add health and then Q free. Alright. But how do we add these to the world? Alright, so it's pretty easy to just have them be dropped by the enemies, I suppose. The problem is... That's annoying to do. I think it's kind of a boring system, to be honest. That's my issue. I don't really like the idea of when you kill an enemy it drops health. I much prefer the way Hollow Knight does it. It's much more engaging because it involves you taking a risk. Here we go. Help. Okay. And then the only real question is, does that dynamic change because it's a ranged, thing? How dare it not work on the first try? That just happens sometimes, Actually, nothing works on the first try. That's just normal, Okay. Okay. So, if I go to the enemies... What do they share in common? How do they even die? Q free here. Camera feedback request. And then you just add the chance for it to drop. You could, if you wanted to make it really easy, you could do a signal. You could have a node. We could have a singleton. Because right now it's emitting to the signal manager. You could have another signal that goes out from the enemy to the game manager. Project settings, plugins, globals, game state. I don't think that does anything except for game over, right? Oh yeah, it does game over. So we could have that. Or we could have the signal manager do it. It's probably, I guess if you do it on a level, go here. And go scenes. World. Create. And here, you can store a reference to it. And essentially, what we want to do is create a function called spawn health pickup. And it'll take a position, which will just be where the enemy was. And it will return a void. I'm pretty sure it's my firewall I downloaded. Let me fix that. It's infinitely connecting. Okay. So on spawn health pickups, we've got health pickup. Okay, so let's just get a reference to this var pickup. Is a health pickup? What's it called? Does it even have a name? No, it doesn't. Health pickup. Var pickup equals nothing. And then var ready. No, function ready. How can I forget? We'll just say that pickup equals health pickup dot instantiate. Right? And then we can just say when we get this, we say var new pickup, and it's a health pickup, not a health container, a health pickup, and it's going to be equal to pickup dot duplicate, and that's fine. And then new pickup dot position, global position equals global position, no, pause equals pause, and then we can add child new pickup. Okay, could not find type vector, my bad. Alright, that's easy enough. Okay, so spawn health pickup, signal manager. We need the signal manager. And okay, so signal health on signal is on enemy defeated. Actually, you know what? We'll go on. We'll call it on spawn health pickup requested. Pickup health pickup requested. Requested, and it is going to emit a position, which is a vector 2, and that's it. And so what we can do is go to the world and go signal manager. Signal manager, there it is, dot on health pickup dot connect, and the callable is spawn health pickup. There we go there. Okay, done. All right, back to the crawler type. When it dies, let's just make it guaranteed for now. This looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Okay. We can say signal manager dot on health pickup requested dot emit, and we want the global position. Okay, so whenever we call a crawler, it should spawn a health pickup. In theory. Are we feeling lucky? So annoying. How dumb do I have to be? Just stand there and take that. Hey, look at that. Let's go kill some more crawlers. Ugh, I can't even see that. I gotta fix like how its range is too far. Also, I forget which button is jump. This game is a lot harder when you don't know how to play it. Ouch. Ouch. Hey. Oh man. Don't forget what button to press. I can't get to it. I'm gonna kite it over here. Okay, so that works. They spawn health pickups. Easy. Okay, so that is just like health pickups in a nutshell. I find it to be not as, like I said, it's kind of boring. Obviously right now there's so many dropping, it's not really a challenge. I can get heaps, although I was taking a lot of damage before. So like there's that as well. Right, and so like, I guess the only thing would be like, yeah, I mean, it works, but like the balance is right, because I was playing Axiom Verge, and like even Metroid to an extent, sometimes you get into that zone where you might need health, but you can't get it. And the cool thing about like, I guess it's just health packs, right? Is you can just use them when you need them. Okay, we've got some errors. Spawn health pickup. Cannot change the state while flushing queries. Use call deferred instead of... Can't while flushing queries. Use call deferred or set deferred to change monitoring state instead.
Boo, I see you.
Boo, I see you. Do you think this is... I've seen this error before. Is this new? Or is it because I'm changing the position before I'm adding the child? I actually don't know. Like, what is that? Like, I can fix it, sure, but like... Oh god. I still got the error, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, but I mean, yeah, we can go call deferred. Method is a string name, add child. Oh my god, I can't type. And the arguments are the new pickup. Right? And now it's happy. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever, dude. I think that's a new thing, because I've not seen it until I started working on this project, and I don't know. I've just been missing that. Assume it's up there somewhere. Okay. Health pickups are boring. More news at 6. I just wanted to do them to show how they can be done. And sort of like I knew I had to refactor some stuff. Now, the real challenge. How can we do like a system like Hollow Knight or Silksong? Because I think it is... You need like a new resource, right? Number 1, you need a new resource. And number 2, a new state. And code hurts my brainy parts. Code is the easy part. The part so I was actually talking to my wife before, and I was like, this is like the easiest part, because it's like, I'm just making a vertical slice. I don't need to worry about art. I just make the game, and that's not so difficult for me. and then I'll send it out. I'll find some people to playtest, see if they like it. And if they do, then you do art, right? But like at this point, there's no pressure. It's like I just make the game, I make the code. It's not really like a big deal. I do like really basic art, and then yeah. But this is the easy part for me. Some people it's different, you know. Like some people just want to draw and like think about their world or write a story. All that stuff terrifies me. I'm like, what? Art? Story? Oh my god. But the thing is, why aren't you sleeping? You stay up until 10:30 p.m. What's wrong with that? 10:30 to 5 a.m. That's like a reasonable amount of time to sleep, isn't it? How many hours is that? 7? 6.5? 6.5, I guess. That's a bit low, isn't it? At least I'm not like that pirate software guy. He doesn't sleep at all, right? Okay, I got lost in what I was... right, I was trying to... Lengthy story, a Xenoblade-sized plot in a Metroidvania. Do I know how many pages that would be? Oh, hell no. That's all I can say. Listen, I'm going to give you... If I make this game, like if I make the vertical slice and it's like people are like, yeah, I'm vibing with this. You go to bed at 9 and then wake up at 7. That's a lot. That's a lot of sleeping, bro. Like if I make it to like this vertical slice and then people say it's fun to play and I go, okay, I'll keep going. My idea is like, I'm going to set the scene and that's it. And maybe there'll be a couple of story beats when you beat certain bosses. But you know, like it's Metroidvania, so you don't really have to write a story, which is why I chose this genre. Because it's like, no one really cares about that stuff. Like I played Silksong, I spent 70 hours playing that game. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, some people care, but like, you know, not me. Key redacted. You know, that showed up in the chat, but not in the other chat. I've got so many chats. If you guys could see my screen, I've got like YouTube and Twitch separate on one monitor, and then on the other side I got OBS, and it's got its own chat. It's just, it comes with it. I don't need to have it up there, but I do. And then I have also the screen, and I can see the chat that you guys see. And over here I've got a tablet which is monitoring the actual stream, so it's like giving me what's showing up on Twitch, and I can see the chat in that too. There's chats everywhere. So 10. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The chat is in 5 locations in front of me, and still sometimes I'll miss stuff. And my chat doesn't even move that quickly. Okay, so how do we do a Silksong style health? So the thing is that you really just need a resource, and then you can have a button press that activates that same healing button so that you can move one. So so you can have that healing button that does the same thing that the healing containers do. That's really it. So we need a way of tracking that. I suppose that the player can have that on themselves, or we could have a resource, like a dedicated resource script for that. I don't know, because I don't know how complicated it's going to be. I suppose in the interest of making things separate, what do we call this stuff? Like, we'll just call it energy container. We'll call it energy for now, because this is like sci-fi setting, so. In my mind, it's like a recharge. So like in my head canon for how this game works, not that it's ever going to be like in the game told, like your health is actually your shields. So basically once your shields reach 0, you're like vulnerable, and the next hit you take, you die, right? And like if you're doing like a Silksong style thing, when you're shooting the gun, occasionally like there's some like leftover residual energy that comes back to you, and then you can use that to charge your shields. That's like the head cannon. I just have to show that on screen at some point when I animate it. Not today, but energy container, that's fine. Scripts. Player?
Hee hee meow, I shall explode.
Don't do that. Okay, that's fine. Add a H1 charge start sounds to play. Oh, like a hot, like the defib? Is that what you mean? Energy container. Yes, create. Class name. Energy. Container. Okay, so export. It's like max energy. Wrong variable type. Max energy. Float. I guess you just make it like something small. Like 50 is the starting point. How much is it going to cost to heal? That's the question. Does it cost 50? I think I'll make it cost 50. Or actually, you know what? Why not explode? Use. Cost. We'll make that equal 25, so at least that's two heals. 2 heals for the max. So you can basically get 50 back. I don't know. Oh, I suppose I also need a variable for current energy as well. Zero. Oh my god, I can't type.
Why not explode?
Oh, that came through so late. Add energy. Energy. Float. Is TTS sleeping? Maybe it's slow. It's free after all. Current energy. Energy. Need more energy. Equals the minimum of the max energy or current energy. Energy. More energy. There's something wrong with it. I'll just go energy. Okay. I'm saying that word way too much. Okay. You can add energy. I'm assuming there's going to be a signal at some point for this. Energy changed. And then we'll emit a signal and it'll be the current energy. There's a float. Okay. Emit that. Energy dot emit. And the current energy. Okay. Okay, so we can add energy. We probably need to create a thing that we can visually see. Okay, so let's add a script. So we've got our horrible and ugly health bar here. Make it a little bit smaller. And just move it a little bit off the top. And then duplicate it. And this will be completely different. Energy bar. Okay, so I actually want to organize these a little bit because this is just like casually in the middle of the screen, and that kind of annoys me a lot because it's just not going to look like that. So I want to put like a VBox container and just put these in it. Okay, and then there'll be like a little bit, just add an offset to this. XY, yeah, that's fine. Position, pivot offset. Just add it like a margin of like 10 pixels by 10 pixels. 10 pixels might be too much, let's make it 5. I'm live using pure HTML JS WebSockets. Like, this is not showing up in my other chat. It's really interesting. I don't know what you're doing here, but it's cool. Okay, so we've got the health bar. Is that like stored anywhere? Progress bar? Progress bar? Okay. Energy bar goes there, is the energy bar. And that, yeah, we can just update that. So we can create a function. Energy container, node, energy change, connected to the player. And then the player can just call that signal because it's easier to do it that way. Don't ask why. Dot value equals AMT. Or equals energy. No. Get out of here. Dog, cat. Okay. Okay, now we can gain energy. So we should test that out. That one was not mine. No, I know. You would never do that to me. Okay, so how do we gain energy? Hit successful. So everything knows, the enemy knows, the hurt box knows when it's been hit, right? So it says area.damage successful. So it's what uses, it calls that on the hitbox. So the hitbox gets called damage successful. Now, we could keep a reference to this and then like use that to determine damage successful. I think what's more likely is that we're going to need to use the signal manager, because that's just how things will need to go. Like damage successful, the hurt box detects the area hitbox and then it hits it and then calls. And so what does the hitbox do? Well, the hitbox does damage. Huh? Function damage successful dot emit. Oh, I suppose on certain things it kills itself. Okay. Sesh watching -5 Seslin 1 hour 3 minutes. Neat. What is that? Seslin? I don't understand. Okay, so I guess, yeah, it's going to be the signal manager, and I think we put it on the hurt box. So when the enemy takes damage, we can do a signal. But the thing is, actually, that doesn't make much sense, because a very old session tracker, because YouTube sometimes hides the streaming duration on the description. Ah, okay. Oh, so it says like 5 watching and I've been streaming for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Okay, yeah, that lines up, and I can see 12, but that's both numbers. That's Twitch and I'm not normally looking at the individual specifics because it's too hard to switch between them. Analytics. Yeah, concurrent viewers, 6. Nice. Easy. It's correct. Okay, so numbers are delicious, yeah. Okay, so where do we do this? Because the hurt box, so do we put it in the player weapon, which is, I think, like debug? No, bullet? Basic bullet? No, because I think both the enemy bullet and, like, they're just the same thing. The enemy bullet is the exact same. It uses the exact same script. It's just, it looks different. You know what I mean? They just know when to die. So when is the appropriate time? So with the basic bullet, I suppose you could... does it have damage successful? That gets emitted to the rigid body. And you could create a callback signal and then connect that when we spawn the bullet, if that makes sense. And then that way, we'll know when our bullet, specifically, was successfully hit an enemy, if that makes sense. So we can say signal bullet. I really don't actually, you know what, I mean, that would work, but the problem is if we want to maintain componentry and stuff like that, maybe the best thing to do would be to create a separate class for the player's bullet rather than do it here, so that we don't mix things up and accidentally get damage, get energy when the enemies shoot at us, although that is an interesting concept. So we create a new script for this, or even like the hitbox, honestly. A player hitbox. They're special because it's for the player. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Let's just create a new script for this. This is a class name bullet, so we'll this is on body entered. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll clear the script, detach script, and then we'll attach a new one, and we'll put it in scripts bullet, and we'll call it player bullet. And it will extend bullet, and we'll call this class name player bullet. So I don't know if all of these would still be connected. Honestly, it's like these two. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm like, you know, like, does it really matter? I'm putting in my chat for the moment so I don't spam you. A dog isn't working, but a cat is half working. Okay, nice. I just messed up the URL for the cat. Cool, dude. YouTube does remove more and more features like dislikes, publishing dates. Yeah, I don't understand the publishing date stuff because, like, that stuff's really useful to know, especially when you're making educational content. Like, you need to know that. Okay, I don't know if the basic bullet still works. Is it completely broken? Realistically, it should just be the same. It looks like it is. Still does damage and all that. Okay, cool. So now we can create a dedicated script for it. So we can override body entered bullet. The script in this here On damage area, damage successful, which is a bit of a mouthful. In fact, we might even change that because that's not what it's called anymore. Damage successful, edit. Just on damage successful is fine, honestly, connect. And realistically, okay, so first of all, obviously we queue free. Eventually there'll be an effect, not right now. But the other thing we're going to do is with the signal manager is actually say, or even actually, we can connect a callback. So we can emit a signal. So we can create a signal called hit successful. Yes, hit successful. I'm realizing because it's tied to the bullet is going to be the thing that determines the amount of energy you get. That's either going to be fixed for the entire game, or, I mean, potentially you could have like an upgrade that increases the amount of stuff that you get back from it, but it's not going to change depending on the enemy. I think that's okay. I don't know, we can always change that. So signal is going to be hit successful. Successful. I don't think it needs to have anything. Like, what decides the amount? You know what I mean? Like, actually what hits, what actually decides the amount? Like, should it be the bullet? Or should it be the container? I actually don't know. Emit. Oh, you know what? Actually, I changed my mind on this. We can go directly to the container. So we can say, we have to go to the signal manager and we can create a signal. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's because obviously I'm trying to think about how this can be structured in a way that makes sense and can be expanded on later on if I need it or changed. On hit successful. On hit successful? On player hit? I think that's probably still a little bit too general, but we'll roll with that for now. And here we can go signal manager dot on player hit successful dot emit. Right, no arguments. I suppose technically you could put it in here, but in the player, on the energy, in the ready function, oh, it does request energy. We can just change that. Export var energy per hit. It's gonna be low, like 2, because I think it'll be pretty easy to build up. And in the ready function, we'll say underscore signal manager dot on player hit successful dot connect, and then the callable will be add energy. Okay, so cat. That is a cat. Is that an AI generated cat or is it an actual cat? Inspecting. What do we think, chat? Is it a real cat? I don't know, I got it from an API. The fur here gives CGI, but like the rest of it like looks pretty good. I think it's real. The whiskers are really detailed and kind of like but AI has gotten so good these days, I couldn't tell. I think it's real. That's my vote. My vote is that that's real. Oops, stats. Okay. Okay, so we can add energy change emit. So now we just got to set up the UI so that we can reflect that. We sort of were in the middle of setting that up. Energy bar value.energy. Okay, we're getting spammed with the cat API. Okay, that is a photo you could have. I'm not even going to show that on stream. Actually, I'll give it to you. Go on. There it is. Okay. What is this code, man? It's so hard to read. Pop this out. No, actually, we need to go to have a look at the canvas layer. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Okay, so we've got the health bar and they've got the energy bar. And they are going to be completely different. So, the interesting thing about the energy bar is its max value is going to be 100. But we don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? We really want that to be we really want the max value to be... I may be schizophrenic, my screen is buggy. What does it look like? I don't think you're schizophrenic, but the voices in your head might be telling you to do things, and hey, maybe you could make me one of them. Okay, an energy not... Oh, right. Energy per hit. Replace that. Thanks. Okay, so energy change, that's fine. Perhaps we can also emit the max energy. Max energy. Float. Real cat. Yeah, I think it's real. Okay. And now we're emitting both of those. Max energy. And we'll fix up the signal on this end. Oh my god, it's impossible to read. Float. And what we can do is just every time we get an update, we're just energy bar dot max value equals max energy. Okay. Why is this angry at me? Oh, it shouldn't be. Okay, cool. Easy. Okay. So we know that's gonna change. Make it 50. Step is 1, that's fine. Value is 50. Value is actually 0, but I guess let's just make it 25 to... Okay, so theme overrides. Make unique. The fill is going to be blue. Oh, okay, that's a good color. I like that. Okay, so in theory, everything that we have done should allow us to increase this guy here. Also, if it's 50, I guess it should be half the length. The cat API is in real life. I just got attacked by a cat. Damn it. What have you done, Goosefat? Intermediate. Okay. Allow lesser. Okay, layout. Transform. Can we make it smaller? Shrink begin. What is the size of this? It's 40 pixels. So that half would be 20. But yeah. That is still not correct. There we go. Check that signal manager script. Hang on a second, let me bring it up. It's very basic. It's like not even it's kind of like, I guess I would call it a cheat way to do the signal manager, because I'm just like, I store all the signals here and then I can call them from anywhere and then I'll connect them up So there's no functions here. It's just signals that you can connect to and emit from anywhere you want in the game. Very sneaky. So on player hit successful can be emitted from anywhere, or like the health pickup requested, which I'm probably going to delete because I don't really even like doing that. Okay, so let's see if we can fill up this, see how it looks. Okay, the game is very small. All right, so in theory, we should get more. We do, yeah, okay, we are getting it, and also like it doesn't update on ready, which it should. And it updates abysmally slow, which I guess is what you would expect, because I gave it a value of 2, which is, oh god, it almost got me. Okay, so now we just need a way to heal. Ouch. It's an interesting concept. I'm very curious to know what the application, like, is it going to work? You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's too easy in a ranged combat game to give this kind of method away for free. Because like when you're fighting a boss, there's no risk for you to get close to it. I think the boss design is going to be really challenging because the big problem is going to be that the good thing about something like Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong is that there's a risk to going up to the boss to hit it to get health. I actually think in Hollow Knight it's pretty much impossible. Like you can't really heal because it takes too long. But in Silksong you can for sure heal, and they even give you ways to do it without any risk to yourself. So I don't know. I think we're gonna do like a single heal. Like you're just gonna get one. You'll take whatever, like 25. I'm going with 25. That's quarter of your health. Or maybe we'll make it 20. You can heal 20 and then so I guess it'll be more like, yeah, anyway. Okay, so how do we do that? I think I set up input for this already. This is a copyrighted song for sure, right? This is like from The Sound of Music. I used to watch this. I used to watch that movie like all the time whenever I went to visit my grandma when I was a kid. Heal is A. You spent Singleton wrong. I spelt Singleton wrong. I mean, yeah, that sounds like something I would do. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I was right all along. That's what I said. I was a schizo about. YouTube is slow as fuck with my messages. It could just be that you're not watching live. Hit the live button. Signal manager, singleton. Oh, there's the L and the E. Signalton. Is that what it is? Singleton. Single. Oh, it's Psy. I got the G and the N round the wrong way. No? Signal. Dude, I don't know. Dude, I can't spell for shit. No, it's... Singleton? Oh, it's the N. It's not Signalton. Okay.
We have been eating your car's extended warranty.
You've been eating it? It's just a piece of paper. Nothing wrong with eating some paper, though. Good fiber. I mean, it's kind of funny that, like, you can't eat paper because it is just a plant at the end of the day. I wonder if, like, okay, maybe not like modern day paper, but like old fashioned paper that was actually just made from like mushed up plant fibers. Like, could you eat that stuff? Genuine question. Can you live off eating paper? If you only eat paper. I'd probably die from a shit ton of paper cuts, yeah. Alright, well, yeah, you can't really, it's like, takes ages to starve to death anyway. It's not that quick. Not that it's, 30 days is still like, probably a very painful death. Let's be real. But like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, moving on. Okay, so we've got this. Now what do we do when we press the heal button? It's a state. So it is going to be a healing state. So we'll add another node here. And we'll call it heal. Chat is like 1 minute, less than a minute delayed. That's a good point. I mean, I know that it's a little bit slow because of restream. I think makes it a little bit slower because it has to go there first before it comes to you. But I didn't think it was that slow. I wonder if there's a way I could measure that. Latency to broadcaster, 13 seconds. Okay, that is actually really slow. How do I fix that? I know when I only stream to Twitch, it's much faster. Like, I think it is, like, genuinely a restream thing. I don't know. Because, like, it does affect, like, the interactions. You can time my message. Okay, I'm gonna say put 1 in the chat now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I gotta stop counting. Oh wow, yeah, it's like 30 seconds. Yeah, for me, lagging and talking over yourself, I think I need a refresh. Yeah, 30 seconds is pretty long. I looked into it because I have noticed it before, but I think it's pretty much just restream. So like, I don't know. Maybe I need to just stream on Twitch. Because if I'm going to stream on one platform, I would stream there. Not on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. 27 you count. Okay. I mean, I was pretty close for an estimation. Anyway. Okay, so the heal. But here's the problem, right? Like, we need to know that we can heal before we do heal. So this is actually a complicated procedure because, like, what controls whether or not we can enter that state? Because, you know, first of all, we need to make sure that we've got enough energy to actually heal, right? So the use cost is 25, so you need 25 energy to actually make a heal. Swapping to Twitch. Well, I'm not going to do it now. It's actually not faster there either. I got a little nod off. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I need to change that. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think it'll be faster on Twitch. Okay. Ready, set, like, okay. Yeah, I saw the one. 5 seconds? Okay, it's a lot faster, actually. Actually, what the heck? Yeah, because I can see it down there, actually. So I can, like, wave. Technically, I can view the stream because I can just do this. And, yeah, it's not that slow. It's much faster. Okay, YouTube, what the heck? The thing with YouTube is also, like, like, there's a button you can press to refresh it to the, like, most up-to-date. But I don't know how quick it is, to be honest. Latency to broadcast at 4.7 seconds. Okay, it got quicker. Huh. How do you do that, Goosefat? Okay. I think the energy container can decide. So we'll create a unhandled input. Only good thing about YouTube is that you can rewind. Yeah, you can. You can on Twitch now too, but I don't know if it's only a subscriber thing. So like I sub to some people and because of that I can rewind their Twitch stream, but only on desktop, not on mobile, which is kind of a problem because I actually listen to mobile most of the time. But it's only for subs. Okay, well, I guess if you subscribe. No, don't do that. I don't need that. I don't get anything from it anyway. If event, I'm a poor little man. No, I don't expect that from you. But yeah, I only do it because like I watch so much. So it's like, you know, and I'm not poor. I guess like if event.emit changed, is action pressed? Don't worry, one day you won't be. I believe in you. Okay, it's called heal. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a couple of things. We have to check. So I have to say that if current energy is greater than buttons use or equal to the use cost, then we can do a heal. Do heal. And realistically, we'll just set it up so it's not actually a state. Let's do that. So, I'm gonna say a function use energy. In browser, click settings / gear icon advanced video. Oh, that's too hard. In browser, click settings gear icon advanced video. Is this something I can see on my end anyway? Advanced low latency video stats. Oh, here we go. Skip frames, buffer size, latency to broadcaster, 4 seconds. There you go. Yeah, I can see that. That's cool. I wonder if you can say, I guarantee, I was like, I wonder if you can see the same thing on YouTube. Definitely not. You definitely cannot do that. YouTube is not telling you that. Also, YouTube doesn't really care at the end of the day. What YouTube wants from your streams is like, they would rather you make like content that is like consumable in your stream. So like if you had a podcast or something that you could watch afterwards, like I don't think, maybe some people do, but like I don't think people would really want to watch this stream after the fact, just because like part of the thing is like being here in the moment and just vibing out, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but like it's mostly like I'm doing this for me because it's like kind of fun, because I get to like be distracted. Because like if it wasn't this, I'd be watching like some anime or some movie and getting potentially more distracted than I am, but I kind of like, I need that, you know. Okay, so use energy, more energy. We can say current energy equals the greater of max current energy minus the use cost or 0. So it can't go below 0. And to reduce that, we're going to emit signal energy changed. Well, that is not how we do it anymore. Grab that. And actually, I also need to emit that at the ready. So we can call it use energy. Right, so we reduce the energy and then we also emit a signal called energy used, and we're gonna emit, I mean, we don't really need anything at the moment because like we know that it heals and it's going to be a fixed amount, right? So like yeah, we can expand on that later. Okay, energy used emit, and then we can just, right now, we can just go straight to the health container. We don't really need to go to the character. Because like, at some point, this is going to need to be like, either, you know, it's not going to be activated all the time. Like maybe when you're dashing, you can't just stop and do a heal. So like the state machine controls this check, which means we have this state. When you press the heal button, it will check to see, or we need like a way to know that it's even possible to begin with. So it's probably going to start in the player health container. So player health container will say, you can heal, you have enough, or we can track that within the state machine. But like probably not, but like the player health container says, yes, you can heal. It goes to the state machine and says, hey, there's a heal request. And then the state machine is going to be like, what state are you in? You're dashing? No, sorry. But we need some kind of like callback, and like, it'll be more complicated because we've got to have all these different components working together via signals, because that's the right way to do it. And it just makes things a little bit more complicated, but in a good way, complicated in a good way, because like at the end of the day, like you do want things to be like not necessarily dependent on each other, right? So like this is why you use signals to begin with. So we can call add health, and it'll just be like an amount. Like where is this decided to? I don't know. We're gonna add health 20, right? So that's the A button. Okay, it crashed. Oh, delete that state. Cat ass. Sorry, I'll click this link that you sent to me. Okay, what the hell? What is that cat? Is it okay? Is it real? What is the floor? Is that a concrete, or what is that in the background? Is that a vacuum cleaner or a lamp post? Every time you refresh, we get a different cat. Damn. You'll really like cats, eh? Okay, it's not happy. Invalid assignment or property max value with a type of float on base object nil. Huh. The energy bar must be null because it's ready, I'm guessing. I didn't change the... You got this one? That is, that's a cat you can get. Looks like he's having fun. It has hurt on the wall. Oh, yeah, that's true. I suppose it did. Cats are pretty resilient. He's probably okay. Okay, okay, I was moving stuff around. I don't think... Okay, so the health container is there. What we want to do is stick the canvas at the bottom. So like that problem will happen because ready... Okay, maybe I'm just wrong on that. Maybe I'm just wrong on that. The order of the nodes does actually matter. Okay, it's not gonna work. Just, I hate that shit. Await, get tree, dot create timer dot 0.5 seconds dot timeout. So annoying. Okay. Okay, let's build up some health so we can use it. What does my game look like right now? This is it here. I'll make it big. I suppose I should take some more damage, eh? Okay, I think I have enough. Hey, look at that, it works. When I press it, I can't move. Oh, you know why? That's still a directional. A is still a directional. WASD still works as directional keys, but I changed it. Okay, the heal is A. I was like, why is it stopping? What the hell? Okay. Alright. Let's just change that. Directional keys. WASD can go. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. We can go full screen. Project. Settings. General. Window. Full screen. It's not like, it's very early days, so there's not like a lot of art. We'll run that. And then we'll change the overlay to be gaming. It's just like a little Metroidvania style thing. He's very like Mega Man-esque. And he can dash, and he can run and jump and wall jump and all that kind of stuff. I gotta get rid of these health containers, eh? Don't want those. And then we can shoot, and then these guys shoot at us, and we kill them. And if we take damage, we can heal. Oh, I can't heal yet. What the hell? There we go. We can heal. To be honest, actually, I think it feels pretty fair. I don't know. Because you get way less, like, okay, number one, you don't get much from a hit. You get 2. And so, like, you have to shoot a lot. So if it costs 25, and you get 2 per hit, that's at least 10 plus 3, 13. It's 13 hits. And then you can heal. So that's like quite a lot. And it only gives you 20. So it's actually pretty brutal. I don't know, mate. I think I'm being too harsh. Come closer. God damn. Don't be such a bitch. There we go. Ouch. Ouch. See, and now I desperately need a heal, but like I don't have that much. So I can get like 1 pit off, and that's it. These guys give heals. So like I can take those, but like they're not really going to be there. I don't intend for them to stay. Cute shooter. I hope it'll turn out well. The character animation is really cool. Thanks. I spent way too long on it. I shouldn't have spent any time on it at all. You know? Oh, nope. I forget the lay desktop. There it is. Yeah, I spent way too long on it. That was like before I started streaming. I was like, I want to make a Metroidvania. Let's do the character design. And then I did that. And then I was like, I really shouldn't be wasting any time on this and just like make the game and then like see if people like to play it and then like keep going with it. You know what I mean? Okay, so that works. We just need like a state or something to like I mean, to be fair, like it's not the worst design to just let the player heal whenever they want. I don't know, like maybe it doesn't need to be like Hollow Knight where you can't do anything else. I don't know, actually. We can set it up anyway, see how it feels. I feel like if that's the case, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So like you should probably give them more. Heal when out of combat? Oh yeah, I suppose you could do it like COD style. Do you mean? Like Anonimo, you know. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Haven't taken a damage in time span. Haven't dealt damage in time span. Yeah. Yeah, those are like popular. I think maybe I don't know. We'll see. I have to experiment with a bunch of stuff, don't I? Okay, first of all, the world needs to stop spawning goddamn pickups for the health, because I don't want them in the game anymore. So we can just tell it to return. And we can bring that back if people feel like that's how it should be. And there is one in the world, just hanging out. Delete it. Okay, so there's no health pickups. Yeah, I would just say, like, if I'm going to do a state that prevents you from moving to heal, then theoretically you probably want to make it worth it. Because right now it does not. You get 20. Thank you for your videos. They've been great to follow along. I'm glad that they've helped you. I don't know if I want to keep making tutorials though. I'm going to try and make devlogs. I'm going to give devlogging a go and see if that works. And if it does, then great. If it doesn't, I might just make another tutorial series. We'll see. Content pivot. It's not really. I suppose I've made devlogs in the past. Okay, so should we make another state? Should we make a state? I've still got like 50 minutes. Let's see how it goes. I've been thinking about how to do this. So we create a node. And it's going to be called heal. And it's going to need a script for it to work, and it's going to inherit a state, and we'll save the script in scripts player state machine states heal. Okay, create. Now it's going to be the same animation as the damage animation, just to confuse people. That's just one that I have. I'm going to recycle that animation. It's not going to look right, but I just need visual feedback, right? So on the enter, which is like my function for the state machine. Well, what did I do? It needs to extend motion. Okay, so we'll do that, and then make him spin so it's clear what's happening. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't have an I would need to draw that. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to rotate him vertically? Oh, geez, I actually don't know. We could do that. But let's get the fundamentals down. So we're gonna enter. We're gonna play the animation. It's gonna take an amount of time, and then we're gonna return back to idle or. Yeah, okay, we're gonna spin him. Right, we'll set up the animation after we get the fundamentals down. So we'll have a duration. This can be actually something that is in the data. So this will be the player state machine data. Export var heal duration. It's gonna be short. Like 1 second. It's gonna need to. You're gonna need to give people more health if it's like too long. You know what I mean? If you're only getting 20 health, how you want to spend a second standing still? It's a long time. Why the guy like, in my head, it's gonna be like some kind of thing where he like pulls something out and then like slams it into his body, and he's like gets like a charge from it. You know what I mean? Okay. Var duration equals data dot heal duration. Actually, on the enter, this is a float, right? And then the duration gets set data dot heal duration. Okay, easy. And then function process. Duration minus equals float minus equals delta. If duration is less than or equal to 0, then indented block finished dot if character is on floor, finished emit idle. Finished. That's a, what's it called? Finished? Why is it not coming up? Oh, I forgot the if. I was like, what's wrong with this? Else, I guess they're gonna go finished. Emit all. Okay, easy done. And then on the exit, there's going to be some sort of thing that tells it to heal. So basically what we want to do is we're going to have a double signal thing happening here. So we're going to, in the energy container, when we press this button and we want to add, use energy, we're going to emit an energy, but we're not going to like, so basically instead of here, we're going to do like a signal. We're going to have a signal. It's going to be energy heal. I guess we'll call it a heal request. Energy use requested. And we'll emit that here. Not emit. Right? And what'll happen is you go into the heal state, and when the heal ends, we'll emit back to this and say like use energy. So this one I am actually just going to call heal completed. And we can just write use energy here. Right? And so that way we'll reduce the energy at the end of the heal. And yeah. That means like it can be interrupted by damage, basically, because like it won't happen until it's done. So basically we need to redirect this energy can stay the same. Energy use request goes to the state machine. And in the state machine, we can sort of say, hey, right now I'm just going to let we're going to be able to go into it. Current state dot finished on emit. So like this will interrupt anything we're doing and it'll start to heal. But in my mind, you wouldn't want to do this if you were in damage, if you were doing vaulting, if you were going over a wall. Damage, death, vault, or dash, I guess. Everything else I don't really care about. I think it's fine. Any other state, that's fine. We can interrupt that. So I guess we can just say like if current state is current state dot name is not in. Does that work? And then I give it an array. I don't think it will. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. Current state dot name is, and then we can have an array. We can have an array. At export. Should be at the top anyway. What do we call this? not interruptible states. States. Oh, actually, let's just do like interruptible. States you can interrupt. And then you can have an array. And you can have it be of states, right? So you can actually like when it's not happy. Oh, because I haven't finished this script yet. Still doesn't make it happy. State interruptible states, right? So you can say like idle, run, turn, no, jump, fall, fall, wall slide, yes, wall jump, it's the majority. So like I probably should have done the opposite, but whatever. Double jump. Damage no, death no, vault no, dash no. Okay, so and heal no. So that's really it, unless I miss one, which is fine. I think I'll figure that out pretty quickly. Okay, so these are the nodes that you can interrupt in, and so you can go energy container.use request, and then you can say if current state if state's interruptible dot has current state, I guess it's like if that's true, then you can interrupt, and you can go state finished. That's pretty cool little pattern. Heal. Okay, so now we can heal. So yeah, we're going to send a request off, and then in the heal on the exit, which means it's done, we're going to have a signal here. Heal completed. Variable, a signal. Heal completed. Successfully? Heal successful? Let's go with that, because there's going to be a fail state eventually as well. Heal successful. Actually, not in the exit function. Here. If duration is less than or equal to 0, heal successful, not emit. I thought which broke, and apparently I just spelt my name wrong for my bot. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So hit, but see, I only want this. I guess I can introduce a variable like a boolean. So, heal completed. And it's false, right? It's a boolean, and it's equal to false by default. And we'll set that to false on enter. And then here, we can say if duration is greater than, and heal completed false. Then heal successful dot emit, heal completed dot true, heal completed equals true. So that just only triggers once. And then heal successful dot emit, and then we connect that signal to the energy container. And here on heal successful, we can call on heal successful. We can use energy. Okay, let's give this a go. Oh, we're in fancy mode. Gaming. No chat. Jeez. Take some damage. Kill the monsters. Oh, it worked. Also, it looked ridiculous. I didn't catch that. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, the X's on the door do make it look like a... Okay, that's... Okay. I don't have enough. I took so much damage just now. Come get me. I mean, yeah, it works. That's awesome, actually. Except it looks ridiculous. And also, it's really... It feels horrible because you do not get much for it. So we need to change that as well. I jumped because I was scared to die. Okay. Easy, dude. That is like a heal. Ah. I forget how to use the dash like 90% of the time. Also, my crawlers are still fucking up sometimes. Can't use it when I'm not supposed to. Also, like in this room, I never just like worked out that you can just like skip up the wall, like no problems. Like you can just climb up the wall. I might have to fix that. Aqua One, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Look at my dude, he dances. Okay. That's a heal. We wanted to make him spin, didn't we? Make him spin out. That's where I decided to write my own calculator in C99. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. I think technically you can request multiple heals. Heal shouldn't interrupt heal. Just as like an aside, heal should be in this list. I'm now working on a variable substitution for lambdas. I'll pretend like I understand what you mean. I'll pretend. Like, what is a variable substitution for lambdas? This shit evolved into programming language.
Your P-bot is now coming in. Cat. Dog. Dad joke.
Dad joke. Okay. Alright, we wanted to make the dude spin, didn't we? Instead of... Okay, so what we can do... Why does Waldo only wear stripes? Because he doesn't want to be spotted. It's like when you know those like Christmas crackers that you get and it's got like a joke in it sometimes. This is like what that is, but in the chat. It should change its name to Christmas cracker. It's like you have a function that takes an argument and... Oh, lambda functions. Yes, I do know what that means. Okay. I forgot though. And then called A, and then you replace its function with a body and with value, and you got a call, got on call. You could do them in Godot. I've just never used them. Okay. Okay, so we have energy, we've got player container. Here is a cat. That looks like almost like a UV unwrap of a cat face. All right. We wanted to make this guy spin. Let's make him spin. Sprites. I'm doing it all with perfect management in pedantic C. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, you have to have perfect memory management. Okay, so I guess I will just go like 360. Let's have him go like upside down and then back to 0. Healing. Anyone can teach can play with the bot? Nice. Inputs for the state machine. Add an input. Call it heal. Lowercase. Should be lowercase. Okay. And now we can request heal instead of damage on the healing. Oh, he just starts upside down now. Why would it do that to me? I must have said yes to the reset track on the second time that I set the animation. He's in Australia now. Hell yeah. Also, have you guys noticed that the sprite is kind of like flickering? I should take some damage. Okay, that guy's kind of broken. Didn't work. Oh well. I think I know the reason for that. He just turns around now. I wonder. Ouch. I wonder if I should like do something where you can shoot while you're falling. Like maybe give an ability where you can hold on to the wall and because of that allows you to shoot. Because right now you can't, right? Can't shoot while you're on the wall. The main reason for that, if you're wondering, is because I didn't want to have to animate it. That is a limitation from laziness. I was just like, I can't be bothered. You know why? Because the issue is something that I've done with this game very specifically is that unlike Mega Man, this character does not flip when you shoot. The gun is in the front of the body when he's facing to the right, and it's on the left of the body when he's facing left. And so he remains using the same arm shooting all the time. And that's great, but when you're on the wall, for example, this one's okay, right? Because it's this arm. So like if he's on this wall, yeah, he could shoot. His arm is free. But if we go find a wall for the other one, what arm is he supposed to use? You know what I mean? Like, how is he supposed to shoot if he's on this wall? I don't know. I guess I think people wouldn't notice if I just made him use the other arm for that. Do you think it'd be like, do you think they would notice? I don't think they would. Just do a sneaky little... Okay. The other thing in heal is that we're still moving, so let's fix that. So velocity is going to equal vector 2 dot 0, and then we just go velocity changed dot emit. Velocity. Test that again for in-air healing.
Pay attention to chat.
What do you need, chat? I'm here. Every second of the day. I'm here. Okay, well, we did it. We don't have an animation. And there's still a few little bits and pieces that you need to iron out. I'm not super happy with the way that it works. I actually think it should be more like Hollow Knight. You know, when you hold it down, it keeps healing. Perhaps we could do it somewhere in between Hollow Knight and like a more immediate effect. So like when you press the button, you stop what you're doing and you start transferring the energy to health, but it's a 1-for-1. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and once you let go, it stops healing you. That could be an interesting idea. Because right now you have to wait until the animation is finished before you get the heal. Pay attention. I'm literally here talking to you right now. Like when I'm talking, who else am I talking to? I'm talking to chat. You respond to my ramblings. What else are we supposed to do? Do you want me to click your cat? Oh, excuse me. It's almost time for bed. Those are, I guess you didn't notice Goose Fat and Goose Fat? They're spelt the same. Guess you didn't notice. It's a cute kitten. Goose Fat 27. Guess you didn't notice. It looks the same to me. Dunno. Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay, let's explore this idea. Because right now the payoff is actually horrible. So how would you execute this? I will never know. Yeah. I mean, I can see the one in YouTube, obviously. I can see that they're coming from two different places. Like, if that's your question, yeah, I can tell. Because, number one, okay, one shows up with an @ on screen, but also, like, I don't see the chat the same way you guys see it. So, like, I'm looking at two separate chats all the time. Yeah. See? So you can see, like, I've got the Twitch chat here and then the YouTube chat below. It just hides behind my face. So it's on screen. Okay. What the hell are we going to do with this? How would we do that? How would you do, like, an easing Because, oh, a dog, that's more my speed. All this talk of cats. Oh, look at that cute little doggy. I think it's AI. I've never seen that breed before. It looks like a mix between like a corgi and maybe like corgi and a retriever? Corgi retriever? I don't know, man. It's a weird one. It looks way too happy for a corgi. I gave my friend 10 puns, hoping that one of them would make him laugh. Sadly, no pun did in the 10. No pun intended. I can't read, my bad. That's funny. Okay. Let's lock in for the last 20 minutes. So now, if we want to explore the idea of... Also, let's just change this back to damage because I like that better. If we prefer the idea of like a hold to heal longer, then we need to probably keep checking that. So we can still trigger it with the... Well, actually... We don't need to trigger it with the energy container because if we can use it whenever... There should be like a minimum use. Maybe that is like use cost is minimum. You need to have 25 before you can heal. Maybe we make it lower if we can just spam it, but we don't want people to like get 2 and then like heal. And then we can use energy, but we can like, we can emit that signal every frame. So that you get like 20 heal per second, 20 health per second. But you can just keep getting the healing. So what we can do in that case is, actually it's a little bit more complicated than that. So this is not so difficult, right? So we can just say heal successful emit during the process function, right? And we'll emit that every frame, which is quite a lot. So we're going to emit that every 60 times every second. And what we want to do is emit that back to... Oh, really? Like, you probably just want to do this all. Oh, this is actually interesting. Do we do that in the healing function? Or do we just do that in the energy container function? Like, you can just have the state stop you from moving. It just does this, like, because the duration would just be as long as you're holding the button down. And then once you run out of health to heal with, or you release button, then you go back into regular state. So you let the whole thing be controlled by the energy container. And all this does is stop you from moving and play an animation. Let's try that. I think that could be more fun. I didn't mean to make it all. A second enter function here. So this plays heal duration completed full, started duration. None of that matters. None of these variables matter. You're just there doing that. And then in the energy container, when you press this button, energy use requested, right? In the process function, we'll add a physics process. And we can just go, we have like this energy per hit, the use cost. The use cost is 25. I guess 25, that's per second. We'll just leave that as it. I think that's fine. Okay, so less than the use cost. And then in the physics process, we need to subtract from something. No, we don't. We just need to emit a signal. Okay, so the healing rate, that is the thing, right? So like it's 25 per second. How do we do that? So we can emit use energy, but that subtracts the use cost every single frame. So we want that to be like multiplied by or divided by delta. Multiplied by delta? Is it multiplied by delta? Or it's divided by delta? 25 per second. You want to reach that number in a single frame. No, not in a single frame. Frames per second. What's wrong with me right now? Healing. We need a variable. I'm sorry. Hi, sorry, I'm dad. The classic. Actually, yeah, okay. Let's just get it working and then we'll worry about the structure. Because like I'm starting to think, well, if you're going to do it this way, the healing, the health container should probably be responsible for actually getting this, and then it subtracts, do it in reverse basically. But anyway, so we could say like if healing, then we can say the amount, the energy used is going to be, that is a consumed, I guess. I'll change that. It's just starting to get messy. Equals use cost divided by delta, multiplied by delta. Per second. Per means divide, by the way. Like if you hear that, like 1 per second. Use cost per second, that's 25 per second. Normally means you need to divide it by seconds. So if you add like... Man, dude, I'm so dumb right now. My brain's not working. Energy consumed is that, and then we can use energy, and that will take a variable now. Float. So then we can say use energy, and then energy consumed. And then instead of minus the use cost, minus use. And then basically we can say if energy, if current energy is, how about Half-Life 3? I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be so excited when it comes out next week. Less than or equal to 0. Then healing equals false. And how do we get out of that state? Healing completed. We won't actually be able to get out of it. Signal, energy, use, completed. Okay, if that dot is action released heal,
I'm a cat meow, check me out. I'm cat meow, check me out. Meow 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 meow.
Okay. Energy use completed. Let emit. Okay. Okay, so energy consumed, and then we're going to use energy used, emit, and so the problem here that I'm finding is that this is like just a fixed number. This amount it's going to get emitted per frame. So if it's 20 per second or 25 per second, that is I guess 25 divided by 60. That should work technically. This is still like magic number territory, but like that number probably needs to be given to this. It's like gonna get cranky at me. Integer division would be discarded. Okay. Let's just go like amount. Like this is kind of wrong, but 25 divided by 60. Also, health is an integer. Why is health an integer? These are integers. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for fresh prints. Okay. This is not right. My brain is telling me that I am taking too many shortcuts and I'm probably not doing it right. Okay. So the only other thing that I need to do is connect the new signal I created called energy cleaner, energy use completed, to the state machine. And in this we can say if current state is .name is equal to heal, then finish .emit.idle. Current state finish .emit.idle. Okay. Now, for the sake of testing, I'm gonna actually give me some current energy. I'm gonna give me 50 energy, max energy. So I can just like take some damage and then do a test. Oh, it's just reducing. That's hilarious. Well, I guess that works. That was weird. So I can access the state, but it's not like actually doing any healing. So something's working. Also, is healing equals false if healing, okay, healing starts off as true and then never gets changed. So healing equals false. When here energy use request healing is equal to true, I probably need to do a callback here so that we actually, if requested correctly, so it enters in. Yeah, it was entering. That's actually pretty funny. Let's just. Okay, I can just take some damage, eh? Okay. Yo, shut up. I used the entire thing. I need more. I don't have enough health still. I guess my math worked though. All right. So it kind of works. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. So the only issue now is when I release the key, healing needs to be set to false. Okay. You guys, I just realized, can't see the bars. I know this song. Okay, that's even better. You can just like do a partial heal. That gives you just ultimate control. So you can just be like, but get a quick little heal. Come over here so you can see the bar. Get a quick little heal. And then I guess if you're at full health, it doesn't trigger. I don't remember coding that, but we'll go with it. That's pretty cool though. Ouch. Wait a second. Maybe it's just because I didn't have enough energy. Yeah, it's just because I don't have enough energy. I'm pretty sure this still triggers with enough health. Hang on a second. Let me build it up. I can just reset the game. Reset the game. Yeah, you can just use it. It's just like when it's below a certain point, you can't. Alright. Alright. I kind of like that mechanic. Here is a dog. Oh, it's a little golden retriever. Here is a dog. Wait, where's my dog? Camera. There is a dog. Put that down carefully. The cables in like attached to the GoPro are so loose. They're like really dodgy because I just like I plug it in and unplug it all the time. So the HDMI cable is like that's a risky move. That's a risky play. I could have just lost the camera for good. Well, until the end of the stream, which is about now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Remember to hit the like and the follows and the subscribes and all that kind of stuff. Where the hell are we raiding out to? We got Rothia Tomo, but she doesn't speak English, so it's kind of weird to raid out to her. Software development, The Gentle Gesture, 18 plus. Damn, that's crazy. Same category. The Grumpy Game Dev. Anyone else using Godot? Alright. You guys are over 18, right? Better not. You don't have to tell me the truth, Goose Fat. You can just lie. It's the internet. Good point. Oh, this is Dutch. No. Godot Game Dev and Chill. I like Game Dev and Chill. Well, I have no idea if this person is say something. Say something. I'm trying to find out if they're speaking English or not. Oh well, who cares? Have fun. See you later, guys.